everyone. I hope I am audible now. I'm back now. It's Parenting Essentials. I was live, but it seems I wasn't audible. If you're there, please let me know that you can hear me. Let me know that you can hear me if I'm audible. I can't even see myself live right there. All right. Let me know I'm audible if you can see me, if you can hear me. I want to talk about school holidays briefly. The time is fast spent. However, let's just roll it quickly. Let's roll it quickly. If you're there, okay, if you're there, let's roll it quickly. School holidays. Why do we have school holidays? Why school holidays? Am I audible now? Am I audible now? Anybody there? All right. All right. Yes. I've confirmed that now from my hand. I am audible. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm talking about school holidays. So if you see my face for the very first time today, my name is Oye Layo, but you can just call me Coach Oye or Oye for short. I'm your parenting coach, and every Saturday evening we are live here holding each other's hands on the journey to visionary parenting with intentionality. Okay, today I've decided to talk about the school holidays because over the years I've seen so many errors with parents, and then there's need for us to understand why school holidays. The way a lot of people or many parents view school holidays is totally different. We have to know why school holidays, and that is why I have chosen to speak about school holidays today. Please let me know where you're joining me from. Kindly let me know where you're joining me from. If you're there, you can hear me. Kindly let me know where you are joining me from. Okay. A moment, please. All right. You are there. You can hear me. You're welcome. I'm talking about school holidays today. I'm talking about school holidays today. What exactly is school holidays and why school holidays? You know, for school holidays, there are quite a lot of reasons. School holidays serves multi-purpose reasons. It's not just one reason why there is school holiday. Because but many parents have this idea, school holidays for me to prepare my children more for academics and everything. And that is why I want to break few things down today. This is a time that is going to provide a lot of benefit for both students and their teachers. So why exactly is school holidays? Why is school holidays important? And that is why we are here today. Let's talk about why school holidays. What are the key purpose of school holidays? The number one reason for school holidays, because I know many of our children around the world, it's a time for holidays. Some are already on holidays and some are preparing for the holidays. So, but why this time? A lot of parents at this time, they're already overwhelmed without, maybe they have their children at the boarding school and it's time for their children to come back home, like, how am I going to engage my child? They see school holidays as a problematic time, a time of stress. Oh, how am I going to cope? How am I going to do this? It's like a burden in so many parents' mind. I think because the perspective or the reason for the school holidays have been misunderstood over the years. The number one reason that we have to know that the reason for school holidays is for rest and recovery. Huh? What rest? Do they need to have rest? Children do not need rest. They don't get tired. Hello? Children do get tired. And the rest I'm talking about is not just for the children. It's not just for the student. Don't forget that teachers are also busy in classroom. They also need rest. So it's a time for everybody to refresh, to have a time of rest. So it's time to relax. It's time to rest. It is very, very important for this break to happen. They are going to have rest for their daily routines, for their school homework. Oh, are you now telling me that our children are not supposed to have school homework during the holidays? You want to hear me? Do you want to really hear the truth? The truth is there is no need for school homework during the holidays. That is why it's holidays. But I know a lot of organizations, a lot of schools, they have this culture that anytime the children are going on holidays, it is time for them to load them with work. They're going to load the children with work. Like, okay, you're going on maybe 1 month vacation or 1.5 months. They want to make sure that they have work for each day. I believe it's a misunderstanding, or they are not really sure of why the holidays. I'm not saying the children cannot sometimes. This is not important. The truth be told, they've been studying. For example, this holidays is holidays for the end of session. They've been studying for a whole year. They are going to start another class. I talked about play last 2 weeks, and this play is as important as anything that you think is most important for the children. They need the time of play. And one of the reasons for this school holiday is this play time. It's a time of rest. Now, let me leave my point out. I'm talking about the rest and recovery. They need to rest. Enough of class work. Enough, they will rest from their regular routines. Wake up in the morning, maybe the school starts at 7. In some part of the world, school is starting at 6:45. I know in a major part of the world, school starts at 8 a.m., but in some part of the world, school is actually starting because of the weather. School is actually starting at 6:45. Imagine a child who is going to wake up at 6:45, 4:30, there about 5 o'clock, get ready for school, catch school bus. They need break. They need rest. And this is one of the reasons for this break. You know, it's good for their health, their mental well-being. They need rest. So don't think that when your children are having school holidays, it's a time for you to get overwhelmed. It is time for me to, it is not a time. So we need to actually change our mindset. If we really look into our parenting critically, if we really look at our relationship with our children during these holidays, we will realize that we are actually giving ourselves the stress is uncalled for. It's what we've been made believe. It's been made believe over the time that it's always going to be stressful for parents during the holidays. Until you know that this time is not a time of stress for you, you will always see it as that. So it's a time of rest for teachers, time of rest for students, time to excuse themselves from the daily routine, from classwork, examination, and all what have you. So another important thing that why these school holidays is very important is family time. When we talk about family time, truth be told, some families do not even understand what is family time. It is not important to them. If they don't know what is called family bonding, I'm sure every visionary is going to understand what I'm talking about. This is a very big avenue for every parent who is intentional, who the vision is really guiding to know that it's an avenue for them, a big opportunity to bond with their children. There are quite a lot of things that might be going on over the school year with your children. This is a time for you to bond, create family time. Just set your mind that it's not a stressful time. How can I overemphasize that? It is a bonding time, a quality time together. You never get time for your children before. They are in boarding school. They've never taken them out for a play date before. Movie. It's a time for you to now create the time. Bond with your children. You cannot have access into your children's life if you don't know them. A lot of us are calling ourselves parent today. I'm their mom, I'm the dad, but you don't even know who you are parenting. You know, that's one thing that we dealt with a few days ago in a big hack. Who are you actually parenting? One of the ways that you can actually know the children that you're parenting, is for you to get access into their lives. And how can you have access to your children's life? Is by creating the bonding time, is by creating the family time, the quality time. That's why they begin to say what is on their mind. You know, sometimes they will not naturally tell you things, but when you get into a play mode with them, they begin to say what, it's unplanned. You get to know the child you're actually parenting. It's another time for them to have travel experience. I know you're thinking, I don't have money for vacation. It's okay. You don't have to have money for vacation. There are quite a lot of places that you can go that you don't need much. You can go by land. You can go by bicycle. It doesn't matter where you're going to. Oh, but I cannot even pay for bicycle. Travel by leg. Traveling is just movement from one place to the other. It's just the way we just believe some things are just weird. We don't want to explore. I can't. We need to take all this away from our mind and begin to reset our mindset. It's a time for you to move on the road with your children, travel, road ride, move. You begin to explore together, and you begin to have access to get into their word. This is the reason why it's school holidays. not you bringing more tutors to the house. I know you don't want to hear that. Explore with your children. Let them have travel experience together. Whatever you can afford. Yes. Because we always, always think our parents is about money, money, money. Another reason for school is enrichment and exploration. Even when you engage in the traveling, whatever you're going to, doesn't matter the distance, you'll be able to do exploration together. You're going to be able to enrich your children's life. It is very, very important. It's going to be a learning opportunity for them also. Quite a lot of things they're going to be learning. So why not just let us leave the school paperwork aside, and let's learn every other thing in life. This life is so big. What life entails is so versatile, it's so wide. It is not about mathematics only. Life is not about literacy only. It's not about chemistry or physics. Sometimes we are intentional in this parenting journey to be like, I just want to leave this aside. The children are so overwhelmed sometimes. They go to school in the morning, they come back, home tutor is there to speak to them. Another teacher is waiting to, they are tired. They are also tired. Give them another learning opportunity in another way. Create an avenue for them to see things beyond the paperwork, beyond the schoolwork. What about their skills? Have you thought about it? Maybe your children have actually been busy over the school time. Why not use the school holiday to create their skills? I'm hearing you. I don't have money. That's all you say. There are quite a lot of skills that your children can get during this holiday that will not cost you much, or will even cost you nothing at all. So let's look into it and just always not believe I can't do it. I can't do it. That mindset must be taken out. You have to have a renewed mind first. That is when you can actually use the school holiday the appropriate way. It's a time for them to have social development also. They need to interact with their friends. They need to do other things. They've not gotten any time to attend their friend's birthday party. I understand they have exams, but now they're on holidays. Allow them. Allow them. Let them explore. Let them socialize. Let them socialize. Let them do that which they are passionate about. Some of your children like hands-on activities. You can actually learn so many things at this time. Some of them like to crochet. Why not just buy them thread and let them explore into this? They like to paint. It is time to let them explore. That is what the school holiday is all about. Not you bringing extra tutor into the house. It is also for reflection and planning. So most of the time, what is important for you to do in school holidays as a parent is for you to reflect with your children how the year went in school. The academic performances, what went wrong, how did they achieve excellence, maybe it's a failure or average performance, what happened? How are they going to achieve it? It is not the time for them to go, now you didn't pass well in your math. I'm going to bring extra math to them. You didn't do well in your literacy. No. You can start to reflect so that you can plan. You plan for the school year. And you can start to incorporate this struggling they're having. For example, with the science or physics, you can now begin to introduce these things to them beyond the schoolwork. If they need to see these things practically, they are going to relate more. They need to explore practically beyond the schoolwork. So it's time for you to get to work and just don't think, okay, I think you just need them. I think I just need to call you a teacher. I'm not trying to block the teacher's opportunity to get more money during the holidays, but we need to see beyond. We need to see beyond these things and know that our children's mental health also is in place. You know, children also get stressed. I've spoken about stress before, and I was saying that a lot of parents are not aware that children can be stressed also. They think, you know, as a parent, adult, we are the only people that can get stressed. They get stressed, overwhelmed with schoolwork. Some of that, let me tell you, some of these teachers are not nice. They've been through a lot. So they need to rewind. They need to calm down also. So let them explore with other things that they're struggling with. Your job is to find out which one. I can't help you because I don't know what your child is actually struggling with. But whatever your child struggles with during the school year, they can actually explore through physical activities. And it's going to help them a lot. It is going to help them a lot. All right, I'm just going to talk about engaging children during the school day. What are the things that you can actually use to engage your children in this school holidays? There are quite a lot of things that you can do with your children, and I've been talking about it. So I'm just going to say a few more things that you can, you can be engaging to your children during these school holidays, and it's going to say help them academically. It's going to help them academically. One of the things that you can do, I've talked about those who love their hands-on activity. I talk about crocheting. There's quite a lot of things also. Creativity goes a long way. It's time for them to pour out their ideas, what they have in their mind. Craft. Most children, they love craft. I think a larger percentage of children, they love crafts. The craft they like might not be the same as others, but they are called craft. Just let them explore that particular craft they love. Art projects. It is, if they have siblings, they are of maybe same age group, they can embark on an art project. They can come up with building something, recycling things, maybe shoebox. They can give them. Can you build a house with this? Can you come? Let them think about what they can recycle within the house, so you won't keep saying you don't have money. Those things that you have in your house that you want to trash, the children can actually use it during this break to make a very beautiful project. So think about that. I've spoken about you taking them out. It's very important for you to ensure that they have outdoor activity. It is very important. I remember when we were growing up. I'm not so old. I'm not even old at all. I'm very young. But even when I was growing up, I remember we would play with our neighbors. We play with sand. We play everything. School holiday is just fun. It's a thing of we relax, we play. We actually were not thinking about I'm going for lessons, I'm going for this. And I think that is what the children need. They're not exploring, they're not playing. Please let them explore outdoor. Let them explore. Let them explore nature. If you have early years, younger one, early school age, let them explore. Let them play in the sun play. Everything is so modernized now that we don't even want our children to get dirty. Please let them get dirty during this holiday. Even if you have early years. If you don't want them to mess up your room or your house, your apartment, your villa, please create a place. Take them outdoor. Let them do messy painting. It goes a long way. It's going to help them so much. Take them out. Let them play. It is a must for you to let them play. Play is children's work. And that is why I just finished talking about play. I did that for 2 weeks. Some of you, if you are depending on the weather, in the larger percentage of around the world, it is summertime. But some part of the world, they're still in winter. So depending on the kind of weather and what you can plant, you can even do gardening. They can plant something. They can watch them grow. There's quite a lot of things they can do. Educational activity is there. You can just go embark on a reading project. You pick a topic, everybody's going to choose a book, they're going to read, then you come back together and you do the storytelling, presentation. It is time for you to help your child that you want to build their public speaking. Now is the time. Not that I don't have money to take them to public speaking class, but you can do it in your house. Let them explore some books, just have a setup and let them present to you. It's fun. It is time to do all these things. You restore it together. You can even do a lot of science experiments together. Don't tell me you don't have money, because those things you need for those science experiments are in your kitchen. Just the items in your kitchen is there good enough. All you need to do first. Why am I saying this today? Because I know it's not new to you. But why am I saying this today is for you to change your mindset first. Don't see holidays as a stressful time for you. See holiday as a time for you to enjoy your time with your children, abundant time, a time for you to also relax with your children. You need to first believe that is why we have school holidays. It's very important. Another beautiful activity you can do is baking, cooking. Even with your early years, you can do cooking with them. Cooking does not have to be on fire. You can do cooking with your 4 years, with your 3 years. They can make sandwich with you. They can do it. Trust me. Give it a try. Are they struggling with writing? Maybe your 3 years you cannot hold pencil properly now. It is not the time for you to buy a pack of pencils. to give the child to be trying. And can't you see you're stressing them? No. Explore other fine motor activities. Like peg is one of it. Okay, you cannot bag peg. You don't have peg at home. What about tongue? You have that in your kitchen, right? Give it to the child and put some pom-poms on the table. Let them just pick it. They are having fun. Yet, those pencils struggling, the pencil control is going to fall in place. Don't just put it to their face. You have to write like this on the line. Let them do those. Trust me. They are going to learn those pencil control naturally. Don't go print a lot of rewriting books. Ordinary pegs, let them have it and just clip it on any object. And they are learning. Don't forget, they are also playing at the same time. That is why the school holiday is there. It's not the time for you, oh, who's going to help me? Who's going to help me? You are going to help your child. You are your child's first teacher. A lot of things have become normal. A lot of nonsense have become normal in this our generation. So when you walk on the street of social media, you see people saying, when are the children going back to school? I am dying. Everybody is commenting. Because everybody is saying that does not make it normal. Take your stand. Don't just follow the crowd. The teachers that have been with your children for 10 months, you want them to come and help you for this just 1 month that you have to help your children. Can you please think about it? Are you really into parenting? What are you doing with your life? I don't want to come for you. I don't want to sound too harsh, but this is why the school holiday is there. It is your job. The teacher is actually helping you. I can hear you say you paid, right? You're paying heavily. You are paying them to help you. It's your job. You are your children's first teacher. And it's time for you to see it as something that is not stressful at all. And get to work. And your child is going to be all right. So I've spoken about cooking. Buy puzzles if you don't have them. Games are there. Ludo is there. Chess, whatever it is. Buy board games. Any board game we do. Any board game we do that you know it's good for them, that is age appropriate, please buy. If you cannot buy, can you cut the cardboard and come up with it? You can have it as a project. Do it together with your children and you're going to having fun with it. Whatever you think you cannot afford, think about how you're going to come up with it as a project. That is one activity. Why you still use it at a fun time? That is why the school holiday is there. So ensure you engage in gaming and puzzles, board games, card games, flashcards. There are quite a lot of things that you can do. Quite a lot of things. Don't forget the physical activity is there. Don't just keep them also inside because you have board games. I've said it before. Take them out. Play area is there. Let them swing. Let them slide. If you have swimming pool, let them go swim. It's going to help them to relax. It's going to help them to prepare for the next school year. If you have a community service in where you're staying, it is time for you to let them go and volunteer. If you're in a safe place and there is a community service, a volunteering that children can do, and it's age appropriate and they are interested, it is time for you to allow them. No, my child cannot. Your child can, yes, your child can. So you have to start saying I can from yourself. A lot of our children are struggling today because of us. We don't have the spirit of I can. So your child can, if you believe it. Let it start from you. Know why the holidays and know why they need to do all the things I've been mentioned and many more. All right, I'm just going to be rounding up now. Who has been listening? Who is going to do better in this holiday? I know. You don't want to do anything, but you're going to do it. Trust me, you can. You can. That's what we said. If they're not taking anything home today, just say, I can. I can. I can. You are the parent, not the teacher. The teacher is time. It's time for the teacher to rest now. You can. But you don't understand. My child are very hyperactive. They cannot sit. Please engage them in an activity that will require strength. They need to jump. Buy a skipping rope. Let them jump. Take them to the trampoline. Let them jump. Let them slide. You cannot keep a child who is hyperactive in the room. Saying, but I have a Ludo. Play Ludo. They get tired. So you have to know the child you're raising. You have to know the child you're raising. That is when you can get the excellent result for these holidays. Know their hobbies. Know what is good for them. Know what is good for them. All right, I'm going to be stopping now. Who joined me today? Folakemi Olarinde Olushino. Thank you for joining me, Madam Ayikalu. Thank you for joining me. And who else is there on this is the Vision Guide? I have Kindness Ibere. Thank you for joining me. Ali Kimi Ali. Thank you for joining me again. I noticed that name last week, right? I think you've been joining me for a while now. Thank you for joining me. Engage them is very important. Thank you. They need to be engaged. But if you see it as a problem, you cannot do it. If you see school all of the time as a time for you to have BP, trust me, you will have BP, and that is not what I pray for you. Just relax your mind. It's because you have not shown them they can actually do it. Those stress that you are passing through, those house chores that you think they cannot do, it's time for you to engage them. Your 5 years can fold clothes. Yes, teach it. Show them they can clean the house. Do it together as a teamwork. You first see it as a fun time, not a burdensome time. You can start teaching them how to clean dishes at this time. That is why the school holiday is there. Not just you again doing all the work in the house, and all they see to do is to be attending to teachers. Another one is leaving, another one is coming. Please think about it and do better this year. And do this and watch out what is going to happen to them in their school academic year. You see that they're going to do much more better because the brain has actually relaxed. But if they walk through these holidays, mathematics, English, they get to school and already they're overwhelmed. They begin to struggle again. Think about it, and I believe it's worth it when you think about it and you put this into action. I want to say thank you, everybody, for joining me. If you're there on YouTube, I want to say thank you for joining me. If you're there on Instagram, thank you so much for joining me. And please drop where you're joining us from, and we are glad to see you. If you're on LinkedIn, thank you for joining me. The Vision Guide Facebook page, thank you for joining me. Olawi Esther Oyelayo, thank you for joining me. We are currently live on 5 different platforms, and I'm not taking you joining us for granted today. In case you don't know, this is Parenting Essentials, and it's always coming to you every Saturday evening. We are here. This is coming from the Vision Guide. The Vision Guide. And in case you don't know my name, I said it before at the beginning. Maybe you are just joining me. My name is Oyelayo, but it's okay. You can call me Oye for short. And I am your parenting coach. And I'm going to be seeing you again on Saturday in another amazing topic. For now, as we go, don't forget that parenting must be intentional. Parenting must be purposeful. Parenting must be full of vision, because we say only the Vision Guide. Thank you. And I'm going to be checking through the comment section today and be giving out some data for some people again today. I think I'm going to be picking again on the Vision Guide and on maybe my page. I'll see if there's anybody there on Instagram, and I'll be giving out the data money. Thank you for joining. You can just drop your account. Maybe you might be lucky. Thank you, and I'll see you again next week by the grace of God. Bye for now. God bless you. Stay blessed.